His nose looks mostly the same, but he maybe even got a nose job. The surgeon, who has never met or treated Mr. Biden, said if the president had undergone these procedures, he would have spent about six figures in today's rates on facial rejuvenation. Dr.
So
Modiki
let me
has
just
nearly
start with
200,000 followers
the
on
number one
Instagram,
way you can
giving
tell
him
that
considerable
it is
reach.
true
The
is
president is not the
they
first public
will
figure he has
mock
weighed
it.
in
So
on.
keep that in
The
mind.
surgeon has speculated on
You
many
see people
celebrities'
that are
alleged cosmetic
popular out there
tweaks,
mocking an idea, typically, or pushing a narrative such as plastic surgery after whoever said something or insinuating. Anyways, so this is what I do with the lighting on the apps. I would recommend InShot. It's probably my favorite. It's free. PixArt won't let you do anything or pretty much save anything. It's a good one, but you have to pay. And that's rude. So, anyways, that's the one I did yesterday. And if you notice, one's the CNN interview, the one on the top right. The bottom right is the State of the Union, and the left picture is them merged together. They're obviously not the same person there. I should have did the border for you guys, but it is the guy on the top. That was at the border. So I wanted to show again how I pull pictures and analyze them, whether or not it's the actual person, whether or not it's AI. I don't show you that example here, but it's not, or whether or not it's makeup or masks and makeup. They all reflect differently with lighting. Lighting is awesome. Maybe someday these people will see it, huh? They want to be illuminated so badly. Maybe we should help them. I believe this was that was the real Biden for reference for you. And his presidential picture, his actual picture that they use on whitehouse.gov, will have him, the real him. And if you use the same feature, you'll notice that the lighting is pretty consistent across the face. Unlike when they have makeup or masks. Masks typically show the most. Makeup will be consistent over the face anyways. It can be thicker, but usually it doesn't do what these masks do. Also, the masks that they wear, they're like a silicone type of material. So it's like clay. You gotta blend it into your natural skin. So it does leave lines and bumps. They haven't quite got that perfected yet. Also, if you notice around the eyelids, yeah, they might have white eyeliner on the bottom lid to help brighten their eyes, but if you notice around the creases of the eyes and in the corners of the eyes, the natural skin color is totally different than the mask color in this curves feature. So this one, he does have a natural butt chin, as you could see. And he doesn't wear as much of the face masks, but you could see the hairnet starting from this ear, going up to his scalp, right behind his ear. I think they call that mesh, or I don't remember. But it's like a net that you can have like weaved into your hair. And you see the straight line right there from behind his ear going across his temple, not his temple, above his temple. So there's one indication it's not him. So pull any picture. Any picture you're not sure of, crop it to the face or whatever you want to check. Hands are good to check too, because those are usually specific. Another thing is if it's a real person, it'll have a glare in the eye, or if it's contacts, it won't. They have these new contacts that don't have glares, or I don't know. Whatever the case, but the mouths and eyes will be completely black if it's AI. Noticeably, you could tell the difference right off the top, whether or not it's a person. So here's a State of the Union on his other side that I want to point out. Mostly the part you can tell, because during his CNN interview, I think it was falling off. But you notice how the cheek has that bump, that bulge, which I don't know what it's from, whatever injury or health condition. It's irrelevant. They can copy that. It's just less profuse in the one that did the State of the Union versus the one that did the interview. But the fact that they're doing this is kind of insulting. No, they don't trust us. I mean, I've offered ways to fix the elections to make it live stream, similar to like Keno, where every ticket is traceable and you could see it on live and referenceable for anybody and everybody. If they ever want to be so bored as to check it, they could. And we have totally have the access to do that. But neither president wanted that, okay? Trump didn't want that either. Why not? Because they don't trust the people with the vote. Nor do we trust them. It's called zero trust. So that's not the definition of zero trust though. But pick a team though, guys. Pick a team. Still the best one. So what do we do with this information now? Get these fucks out. In my opinion. I don't know what they're doing other than stealing from us, spinning everybody in circles, hogging up we could so much progress, innovate, etc. if we didn't have them preventing it. Capitalism's fine. And a little bit of socialism is okay. Because there's always going to be whatever. But just know if you claim equity for whatever, it's a handicap, a social handicap. They are fully aware of who they've given it to. So here's your interview at CNN. I can see right off the top it's not the same guy, but in case you were wondering, check the bulge on the bottom cheek. Butt chin is not as distinguished. Nose is completely longer. And you see how the face reflects differently in the features. It's not just lighting. It's also the penetration of the lighting. You see all the little fine details with the curves feature. His true face comes out. I'd say Nicolas Cage on this one. The ears too are very hard to copy, so you'll want to keep an eye on them ears, which I'll show you in the next example. Also, if you notice, the creases in the upper nose bridge are different than many of the other ones. And I don't know if you see what I see, but on his forehead, this might be something for the CIA folks to look into. But I see a face on his forehead, so I don't know if it's showing who he is, or what's on his mind, or whatever the case. And then you see the black circle around his eyes. That would be his real skin. You see the creases on his eyebrows, his nose bridge. Yeah, absolutely. And also, teeth will reflect differently, fake versus real. And then a forehead does not have a square line like that. You see the extra clay pieces? Yep, there you go. They're cutouts stuck on the real skin and then blended in. You see the straight line there. He also has a scar. The real Biden has a scar right there. Looks like a 3. Oh, there's the face. I don't know if you see it. That'd be something. If it actually was what he was thinking about. Or if it was reflecting who it really is. Then that'd be something. I don't believe in, what's the term? Pareidolia. I think pareidolia is actually you picking up wavelengths of some kind of impression that some other consciousness left behind or echoed through whatever you're reading. Whatever you're consciously picking up is reflecting off of something. So wavelengths and vibrations come from everything, and we receive it. So if you're able to see something, it's some echo of some other time or place, in my opinion. So I screenshot his eye so you can see what I see. Okay, yes, white eyeliner, definitely, which is normal makeup. But also, I want you to notice around his eyelids, it's a little bit different of color. So I'm going to go through the different filters so you can see it a little bit better. But they did a good job, but you can still see the circle around the eyes. So there you go, zoomed in. So here's the different filters. And are you starting to see his natural skin through the mask? Right around his eyelids. There you go. And they're getting better, it looks like. But there's certain things that are just noticeable. There you go. That was probably one of the better ones. Sorry if it's a long video, but I'm just kind of I screen recorded what I do to look at these pictures or analyze the people that they're putting in front of the camera. Why is the truth important? Because they stole everything from me. And they're stealing everything from everybody. They don't know how to live without sucking the life of others. And it shows. Look around. So here's Mr. Cuomo. And the best way to show you why I believe what I do is the ear. So I let you see the distinct features of his ear. I know, right? Who cares? But no, I don't. I'm not obsessed with his ear. I just want to show you what I see. So here I did the very best I could to make their faces the same size and match their ears up for you, and I altered the opacity to do so. I've done this with maps also, if you ever want to have fun with it. And it's not easy to do on a phone, but it is what I have. So it is what it is. And you can agree or not agree. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not spilling any fake news. I am just having you question things as I do, because it's the smart thing to do. Question everything. Especially when they tell you to your face that they're doing it. If you know what I mean, they do. The information's out there. And they do that so they could say they've told you. And they're not lying to the public. Now, do they put it on mainstream media? Absolutely not. You'd have to look for it or word of mouth to find this information. But it is out there. There's so much out there that people don't know. And ultimately, all these people that have all this money and fame or whatever are hurting themselves. Someday, I hope they realize that. To hurt others is to hurt yourself. Hopefully you could see how well the ear lines up, and the face, and the chin, and the nose, the eye spacing. You see how exactly the same those ears are? There you go. And they're all like laughing, which is sad. Why? If we really chose, we could deem the dollar as irrelevant and take everything from them too, but we don't. Why? Because we're the civil ones. We are the just and righteous ones. Now, Trump wants to be in. He really, really, really needs to fix the human trafficking in the HHS and get Becerra out. That's all I have to say. Okay, bye.